Game number 2, 5 o'clock Pacific, TNT. Sixers look to finish off the Heat. They are 10, 215 the total. They win Game 3 and Game 4 on the road. I love what happened Saturday. They didn't play well. Brett Brown said they had no business winning the game, and they took it on the road anyways. They have won 19 of their last 20. They had 27 turnovers, and they still won the game, and Embiid was 2 of 11. They've done a great job in the second half in this whole series. Brown making the halftime adjustments. And one thing, I know Dave Malinsky pointed this out when we talked about this run they had through the end of the year. Once they lost Embiid, they went up-tempo. Well, now that he's back, do you still go up-tempo because you're not taking care of the ball? So can you maybe, because you've been so sloppy, do you slow it down now that Embiid is back? But the difference he makes on the defensive end and what he does to them offensively, this is just a scary team right now. You're paying a big price in a tax, though, as you're laying double digits here and 215 the total as the Heat try to save their season.
I think you make a good point about the total here because Miami, off a loss, has really done their best to slow things down. They're 5-1 to the under in the last 6 tries off a loss, and that's Spoelstra's game plan. They've really had their problems at times this series defending Philly from the three-point line. In Game 4, the defense was there. Unfortunately for the Heat, the offense wasn't there during crunch time. Interesting comments here from Joel Embiid talking about what he thinks Philly's goal is right now. Quote, "A lot of people say we have a bright future. I think our time is now. We have a special team, and I feel we have a pretty good chance to move forward or to go forward." And that's the truth with Philly. We'll talk about this later in the show when it comes to shot clock, but all of this talk about Philly, how far can they go? Playoff experience matters. It's difficult to go from nowhere in the postseason to make a big postseason run to the conference finals, to the NBA finals, to a championship. But there's a team with the confidence level and the talent level to do that. Philadelphia might be that squad.
Yep. Miami's been outscored by Philly by 42 points in just the fourth quarters in the 4 games, including the Game 2 win on the road. When they won by 10, the Sixers still outscored them 28-27 in the fourth quarter. What a luxury it is, though. Redick had 26 or 24 in the Game 4 win that you can just, if you're Simmons, you can kick it out to Ilyasova, Bellinelli, Redick. Covington can knock down a shot. Same thing goes to Embiid when they dump it down. I mean, what do I take it away? What do I take away? There's nothing I can do, Teddy, as they've surrounded Embiid and Simmons with great shooters.
Sure, and the guys you talked about, Bellinelli, he's got rings. Redick, playoff veteran. Ilyasova, playoff veteran. For a young Sixers team, the veterans have stepped up both in the locker room and on the floor in this series. But I don't know that Miami's going to lay down in this ballgame. Here's a quote from Spoelstra. It's not necessarily us against the world. It's us against the Philadelphia 76ers. We have to find a way to finish games. They've really nailed us in the fourth quarter of all 4 games, except the one we were able to pull away. We just have to do better. Through 3 quarters, we've been up. It's going to require a full 48-minute game of our absolute best effort. On the other hand, here's a quote from Redick. You're feeling each other out. And then later on in the series, you have to deliver a crushing blow. You have to finish that. A team like Miami, their culture, their organization, their group of guys, they have fighters. They have warriors on that team. Every game in this series has been tough, and there's no indication that Game 5 will be different. It's going to be a tough game, and I agree with that assessment. I don't think Philly runs away with this one. I think Miami's going to give them a battle. Whether that'll be enough in the fourth quarter is another question entirely. But I don't see Philly running out Miami from the opening tip in this one. But the Heat, to get the cover and extend this game back for a Game 6, will obviously have to play better in the fourth quarter. That's been a problem area for them throughout the course of this series.
We love Spoelstra, but Miami was one of the worst teams in the league this year in the third quarter. Strange.
Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.